A team could finish third in its group and still become world champion. The winner of the 2026 World Cup could play more matches than any champion in history. And somehow, most fans still think the 2026 World Cup is just a bigger version of the old one. They're wrong. Because behind the headlines about 48 teams and more matches, FIFA quietly changed several things that could completely reshape the tournament. And one of those changes is so misunderstood that even some dedicated football fans still get it wrong. When I first started looking into the new format, I thought it was pretty simple. More teams, more games. End of story. But the deeper I looked, the more I realized this isn't the World Cup we've grown up watching. Not even close. Let's start with the number everyone knows. 48 teams. That's the headline. That's the statistic you've probably heard 100 times already. But here's what most people don't stop to think about. Adding 16 extra teams doesn't just make the tournament bigger, it changes everything around it. The schedule, the knockout stage, the travel, the pressure, the path to becoming world champion. In fact, the 2026 World Cup will feature 104 matches. Seriously, when I first saw that number, I thought FIFA had made a mistake. 104. For comparison, the 2022 World Cup had only 64 matches. That's an extra 40 games, almost an entire tournament added on top of another tournament. And while fans see more football, coaches see more problems, more injuries, more recovery sessions, more tactical decisions, and more chances for things to go wrong. Because in 2026, having the best starting 11 might not be enough anymore. You might need the deepest squad, and that's where things start getting interesting. But here's the part that confused me the first time I looked at the format. Millions of fans still believe FIFA switched to groups of 3 teams. That was the plan, but it never happened. Originally, FIFA wanted 16 groups of 3 teams. Then, concerns started appearing. Experts worried about possible manipulation in the final group matches. Imagine 2 teams knowing exactly what result sends both of them through. Not ideal. So FIFA changed course, and that's where one of the biggest misunderstandings begins. The final format will have 12 groups of 4 teams, just like the traditional World Cup structure. 3 matches per team, nothing unusual there. But the qualification system is completely different. The top 2 teams in each group go through. That's 24 teams. The remaining 8 spots, they go to the best third-place teams. And this changes everything. Imagine Morocco finishes 3rd in its group. In previous World Cups, the dream is probably over. In 2026, the road to the trophy might just be beginning. That's not a small adjustment. That's a completely different way of thinking about survival. And honestly, I think many fans won't realize how important this is until the tournament actually starts.